Squad's Jamaal Bowman issues desperate plea after historic primary loss. August 17, 2024. Just months after losing his June primary contest against Westchester County Executive George Latimer, Rep. Jamaal Bowman, DNY, is begging his supporters for cash to pay off his campaign debts. Bowman, 48, who campaigned alongside fellow squad member Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, DNY, and Senator Bernie Sanders, IVT, ran the most expensive race in House history. A vocal critic of Israel and supporter of Palestinian causes, Bowman faced massive opposition from the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, which spent $14.5 million to remove him from office. Bowman ended up losing the election to Latimer by nearly 20%, with Latimer taking 58.7% of the vote, and Bowman taking only 41.3%, per the New York Times. The Democratic Rep. complained to donors about AIPAC's influence in his election and attempted to cast himself as a victim of them. AIPAC spent more money against us than any other House primary, ever. I was public enemy number one and they spent almost $20 million to stop us, Bowman said in an Aug. 14 campaign committee email, per the New York Post. But that puts us in a bit of a predicament right now. After tallying up the spends, we're in the red. It would be an incredible help to our team if you could help us retire our campaign debt by chipping in a few dollars now. Bowman did not reveal how much debt he was facing, but FEC records show that his campaign spent $1.3 million on ad buys and digital advertising in June alone. In total, Bowman's campaign spent $5.3 million, while Latimer's campaign spent $5.6 million. In July, Bowman's campaign reported to the FEC that they had $373,000 cash in the bank, and with debts of $141,000. It is unclear what changed between July and now, but several insiders told the Post that campaign consultants will not charge until after the election takes place. People often think that everything is paid before Election Day. It never happens that way, said one Democratic consultant. Oftentimes consultants send invoices after the election. News of Bowman's financial troubles was met with mixed reception from other Democrats, with Mark Millman, president of the nonprofit Democratic Majority for Israel, saying, "I'm glad Bowman was defeated. I am sorry, his campaign is broke. But it's only his fault and the fault of his campaign." During a vote that would prevent a government shutdown, Bowman infamously pulled a fire alarm in a Capitol office building in September 2023, claiming he thought it would open the door in front of him. He was criminally charged and eventually pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor, agreed to pay $1,000, and was censured by the House several weeks later. It was a lapse of judgment, if you will. Wasn't a conscious decision to do something wrong, Bowman claimed shortly after the event. Bowman is not the only squad member to be ousted this election cycle, with Rep. Cori Bush, DMO, being defeated by her primary challenger, Wesley Bell.